Problem 158, we're taking a look at 0 factorial. And once again, trying to prove that it is 1. So here's a different way of looking at it. For instance, if we're taking a look at 5 different items, and we're going to choose all 5 of them. So there's only one way to do that. So for instance, let's say that you have 5 Skittles. If I'm going to pick all 5 of them, the only way I can do that is just by grabbing all 5 of them. There's only one way to do that. So what we know then is that the combination of 5C5 is going to equal 1. So doing the factorial form of that is going to be 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 5 factorial, 5 factorial. And we know that this equals 1. So simplifying this a little bit, this part right here, 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial, that also then is going to reduce down to 1. So that'll be a 1. 5 minus 5 is going to be 0. So what we're left with then is this, 1 over 0 factorial. And that we know equals 1. If I wanted to cross multiply then here, so I cross multiply, 0 factorial times 1 is going to equal 0 factorial. So now I have 0 factorial equals this, which is 1. So on problem B, we're now taking a look at what if we want to choose nothing from a group of 5 items. So let's think of those 5 Skittles again. If I take a look at those 5 Skittles and say I don't want any of them, there's only one way I can choose none of them, and that would be one way. So very similar to what I just did here, I'm going to set up this problem in factorial form. So I'm going to have 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 0 factorial, 0 factorial. And once again, I know that that equals 1 because there's only one way that I can choose none of them, and that would be to choose none of them. This part right here, 5 minus 0 is 5. So I once again have 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial. So very similar to the last problem. I now have 1 divided by 0 factorial equals 1. Once again, when I cross multiply, I will get 1 equals 0 factorial. Once again proving that 0 factorial must equal 1.